Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today I am very excited because I'm going to be watching Rosemary's Baby for the very first time. This is another movie night video, of course, and I've been wanting to watch this movie for the past couple weeks. Besides the fact that it's a horror classic, I don't know, it just kind of came out of nowhere, my urge to watch this movie, and yeah, I'm finally going to do it today. I do not have the physical copy of it, so I'm just going to be pulling it up on the Hulu app and watching it on there. But yeah, I'm really excited to watch this. I barely know anything about the movie. I am kind of familiar with the ending of it, or a scene that I'm guessing happens kind of near the end. The what have you done to its eyes, you maniacs, that part. I feel like everyone knows that. That's kind of a classic quote from this movie. And that's really all I know about it. That's all I've seen from this movie. And this is going to be my first Roman Polanski movie as well. And I'm really excited to watch Chinatown, which he also made. I may be going on a Roman Polanski kick right now, and The Pianist as well. So yeah, you may see some more movie night videos in the near future of his other movies, of me watching them for the first time. But yeah, I'm going to start off today with Rosemary's Baby. So that's it. I'm going to waste no more time with this intro. Going to pull up the movie on the app once again and watch it for the first time, give you guys my first reaction. I'm very hyped for this, and hopefully you guys are excited to see my reaction to this movie. If you have seen it, if you haven't seen it, either way, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And yeah, let's watch Rosemary's Baby for the very first time. Alright guys, so here we go. Let's go to the Hulu app, log in real quick. I am so excited to see this. I know I've said that like 100 times already in this video, but I really am. I'm so excited to see the performances, how Roman Polanski directs a movie in the first place, because once again, this is going to be my first one that I'm seeing of him. And also, I think this movie is like almost 2.5 hours. It's over 2 hours for sure. And I'm ready. I'm strapped in. This, from what I've heard about this movie, again, which isn't a lot, this seems to be right up my wheelhouse for my kind of movie. And there's the description right there. As always, I will give you guys my first reaction after seeing this movie. So I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Here we go. Alright guys, so I just finished watching Rosemary's Baby for the very first time, and that movie was really fucking good. I am like, right now, I just finished the movie like a few minutes ago, and that ending absolutely shocked me. I'm like dumbfounded by that ending right now because it was just so unbelievable. And if you haven't seen the movie, I will be getting into some spoilers in this part of the video. I'm guessing that most of you watching this have seen it, but in case you were like me like a few hours ago and haven't seen it, then first of all, go watch it. It's a classic for a reason, and I really enjoyed it. And then you could come back and watch this video. But anyway, the ending, it is like, the best way to describe it is like seeing your favorite superhero in like a Marvel movie or a DC movie turning to the dark side, so to say. It could be like Luke Skywalker too. Imagine seeing him turn evil. It was just unbelievable. It was insane, and after the credits rolled, I was like, oh my god. It's very much like the Apocalypse Now ending, when it ends and you're just kind of sitting there and you don't know what to say about it right away. And just everything that built to that ending just almost feels like a dream. And it's a fucking great feeling to experience after a movie. But anyway, moving on from the ending of this movie, this film does such a fucking phenomenal job at giving little subtle hints to the devil worshippers. It said that in the description of the movie, so that is a known fact going into it. You know that in the apartment building that Mia Farrow's character, Rosemary Woodhouse, and John Cassavetes' character, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I've heard it a bunch of different ways. Guys, I'm so sorry about the pronunciations in this video, specifically on the last names of different characters. I kept on mixing up John Cassavetes' last name, which is of course his real life last name, and Roman and Minnie's last name, which is Castevet. I kept on kind of combining them together, and when I was editing this video, I was like, ah shit, I messed it up. So hopefully you guys aren't too bothered by it. But anyways, let's continue with the rest of the video. As Guy Woodhouse, her husband of course. But yeah, they live in the apartment building, and these devil worshippers, who are their neighbors, have basically like plagued their entire complex, and have even expanded farther beyond that with like their doctor and some other people along the way. And again, this movie does such a great job at giving little subtle hints at who they may be, and just little unsettling looks that some of the characters give and some things that they say. So like if you're watching a conversation between Rosemary and Guy per se, just for example, and you see Roman Cassavetes in the background just kind of watching them, you can judge how he feels about whatever they're talking about just by his looks, the little looks that he gives towards them. Like there's one part when yeah, it was him, when Rosemary is talking to Hutch, her old friend, and she is mentioning the little charm that she got, which is actually kind of, I'm guessing, a symbol for Satanists, like one of those, like a necklace that they would wear, something like that. Either way is obviously attached to Roman and Minnie and all the devil worshippers nonetheless. And you could see Roman in the background, out of focus, and he is giving not assuring looks about the conversation that they're having, and it's just like, something with that is going to come later. From that, you could sort of check people off the list, going, okay, they're a Satanist, they're a Satanist, and I mean, that was just such great direction by Polanski, and this whole movie is just so smart, and the screenplay is so smart, and it's no surprise that one of Polanski's other movies, Chinatown, which I also mentioned in the intro, which I may do another movie night video on in the future, it's no surprise that that screenplay is considered the greatest of all time. So yeah, again, it's no surprise that this movie would also have a great screenplay. And there are also so many smart scenes with Rosemary herself. I was so glad that she was not ignorant or like oblivious to all the little hints that were going on, that maybe something was a little bit off in her new home. And yeah, I was so glad that she was smart with how she was going about things, and you know, reading books, and how she was kind of doing her fair share of research about the whole subject matter of witches and whatnot and covens. It was just so interesting to watch, and I was, again, so glad that she was a really smart character, because there's nothing worse in a horror movie than a dumb character that you can't get behind. But in this movie, again, she was really intelligent, and I was rooting for her the entire way, which was so awesome. And this was actually my first Mia Farrow movie as well, and she was really good. Again, she played that character so well, and I mean, I can't imagine it being any other person. And John Cassavetes, again, he was also great as Guy Woodhouse. He was so deceiving, which is what was so great about him. He is also one of the devil worshippers, and he was kind of taken into their grasp when he moved into the apartment. It was also very unsettling to know that if Rosemary can't trust her own husband, who can she trust? That is another great source of horror in this movie. And speaking of horror in this movie, the scene when, I know it's messed up, but the scene when Rosemary is raped by Satan, holy fuck. That scene was so creepy and so, oh my god, it was insane. It was just really trippy. It was like a dream, and the other characters play it off to Rosemary like it was a dream, and it was insane. It was, holy shit, I can't even talk right now. It was so good. It was so well executed. I think it was the best way possible to not only go about the most messed up scene in the movie, but also to kind of showcase the start of the main story in this movie, which is Rosemary's Baby, and the main issue that revolves around Rosemary herself, because she's not pregnant until like half an hour to 45 minutes into this movie, which I was surprised at, but I liked how they built up the other characters like Roman and Minnie and all the other ones in this movie beforehand, and then it was almost like a slow burning plot that you knew wasn't going to end well. So when she said, let's just have a baby, it was like, oh no, don't do that, something's gonna go wrong, which obviously it does in the end. And the score as well is so creepy, especially during the opening credits and the end credits as well. And I love the font and the color that they used for those opening credits. Just about everything I loved about this movie. It was unbelievable, and I recommend it 100%, especially if you're big in the horror genre in general. You will love this movie just as I did. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. Obviously, leave comments down below of what you think about this movie, and look out for a new movie night video coming up next on this channel that may or may not have something to do with Rosemary's Baby. is a film by Darren Aronofsky that I'm going to be watching next for the very first time. And yeah, a lot of people compare it to being like Rosemary's Baby, as in it's kind of similar to it. I'm sure you know what movie I'm talking about by now, but yeah, that will be my next video on this channel, so look out for that. But yeah, thank you all for watching once again. If you haven't seen this film, watch it immediately. That's my final word on this video. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Movie Night, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.